It's been a difficult season, personally and for the Liverpool group, because we've underachieved. We haven't achieved our goals that we set out at the beginning of the season, so it's been tough dealing with them setbacks. But now we're here for England. It's important that club issues are parked and put to one side, and my main focus and thinking now is England and the World Cup, and can I go to the World Cup and do well for myself personally and also be successful with the team. In recent months I've been okay, I've been good. My form's come back to closer to where I want it to be, but I have experienced up and down form during the season. I've suffered certain injuries and struggled to get the form that I've wanted back straight away. But at the moment I'm feeling good, and I felt as if I finished the season quite strong personally from my own form. Yeah, it was fantastic for me personally. He's a fantastic friend of mine, and we've come through Liverpool for many years and England, and it's nice to have him back. And the good thing is that he's happy to be back, and hopefully he can hold down a place in the final 23. I'd like to pat myself on the back. I have been trying to get him to come back for quite a while now, but I think the key thing was that the manager was desperate to get him back, and never give up on him. Kept trying for a long time, and at last he's changed his mind and he's come back at a very important time. He was quite strong for a while, and he was quite enjoying spending time with his family and stuff. But as the World Cup was coming closer, I think he was starting to realise, and he could be part of a successful team in the World Cup. And I think because he knew he was still wanted by Fabio and Franco Baldini, who were always on him to try and change his mind. I think that feeling of being wanted helped change his mind. As players, you've got to respect what other professionals decide to do. They're in charge and in control of their own futures. And Jamie was obviously frustrated at the time and wanted to step out and spend more time with his family. There's a different management setup involved here now, and he feels as if he wants to give it another shot. So everyone's got to respect his change of heart. These are the things that I discussed with Jamie when we were in a room together at Liverpool. I was telling him, how good a manager we have got in charge here, and how good the other coaching setup was, and maybe, I'm not too sure, but maybe that was one of his key decisions for changing his mind. I think Wayne's form this season, he's been up there and been one of the best players in the world, and as a teammate, you're hoping and keeping your fingers crossed that he stays fit and carries that form on into the tournaments in the summer. He's our key man. He's great to have around the place, off the field as well. So yeah, he's a big player for us, and hopefully he can stay away from injury. He's looked fantastic in the training so far. He's a typical left winger, if you like. Gets good crosses into the box. He's exciting on the ball, and we'll have to wait and see what players Fabio decides to go with in the final 23, but I'm sure he's got a fantastic chance because he's a very talented player. Yeah, well, I think it's important as a player that you don't get too carried away and you say things off the pitch that you're going to achieve this and going to achieve that. I think that'd be very naive and stupid of me to do so. We've got to take each game as it comes. I think the first challenge for this group is, can we get out of the group as winners? And then we take the last 16 challenge on and try and win that game. I don't want to really look too far ahead of the group really. That buzz and that excitement's there. I feel as if we've got a manager in charge who's installed a winning mentality into this team. I think during the qualifying campaign, you get good feelings and good vibes from our performances. That gives you the confidence and belief that you can go into a tournament and be successful. I feel as if all the tools are here in the squad. If we keep everyone fit, we get a bit of luck along the way, and with the right manager in charge, I don't see why we can't go and be successful. I think what we've got here now at the moment in this group of 30 players is a fantastic mixture of players who have got international experience and also fresh youngsters who are very talented. So the mix is good. The challenge now is, can we get out on the pitch and prove to the world that we're good enough to be successful at one of these major tournaments. The World Cup's very close now. I think it's important that as a group we stay strong and together. Hopefully we get a bit of luck with injuries and we can keep everyone fit and available. if we can do that, we feel as if we've got a fantastic chance of doing well out in South Africa.